Vice President JD Vance is facing a wave of brutal reviews after the release of his new book, Communion, a spiritual memoir centered on his conversion to Catholicism and his personal life. Instead of praise, however, critics have been tearing the book apart. One of the harshest reviews came from The Cut's Ginny Hogan, who wrote, quote, "I got a colonoscopy on Friday. If only that were the least pleasant experience of my last week. But no, that would be when I pulled an all-nighter reading Communion." Hogan said she couldn't believe how much Vance wrote about his wife, Second Lady Usha Vance, while revealing so little about her. She mocked his descriptions of her as simply beautiful and intelligent, and questioned why, after more than a decade of marriage, he seemed to know so little about his wife. According to Hogan, the book appears determined to convince readers that Usha is perfectly happy with the sacrifices she has made for her husband's political career. She also accused Vance of portraying his wife as less ambitious than she actually is, and argued that the memoir feels like an attempt to get ahead of rumors that he ruined her life. The criticism doesn't stop there. Communion currently holds a dismal rating of just 1.27 stars out of 5 on Goodreads. Hogan also called the memoir nearly unreadable because of what she described as Vance's hypocrisy, arguing that his actions and political positions clash with the values he claims to embrace. Meanwhile, Wall Street Journal columnist Barton Swaim also panned the book, accusing Vance of sloppy arguments and abandoning nuance whenever it became politically inconvenient. Swaim questioned whether the problem stemmed from laziness, dishonesty, or something else entirely. The criticism marks a dramatic contrast to Vance's first book, Hillbilly Elegy, which became a bestseller and later adapted into a film. Now, instead of another literary success, Communion is quickly becoming one of the most savaged political memoirs of the year. The latest backlash comes months after JD Vance was dragged into another controversy, when reports claimed he had floated the idea of Tucker Carlson interviewing convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell as pressure mounted over the Epstein Files saga. A new report is pulling back the curtain on what allegedly happened inside the White House as pressure mounted over the Jeffrey Epstein Files controversy, and one reported idea in particular is raising eyebrows. According to an excerpt published by the New York Times Magazine from the upcoming book Regime Change: Inside the Imperial Presidency of Donald Trump, Vice President JD Vance allegedly floated a surprising proposal during a closed-door discussion. The idea? Have conservative commentator Tucker Carlson interview convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell. The reported meeting allegedly took place inside the White House Situation Room on July 17, 2025, just days after the Department of Justice and the FBI released a memo saying investigators found no evidence supporting the existence of a so-called Epstein client list. But instead of calming speculation, the report claims the backlash only intensified. According to the account, parts of Trump's own MAGA base remained unconvinced and continued demanding answers surrounding the Epstein files, and that is reportedly where the Tucker Carlson proposal entered the conversation. According to the report, JD Vance allegedly viewed the situation as becoming politically damaging and believed greater transparency could help cool public anger. One of his ideas reportedly discussed was allowing Maxwell's to speak publicly through an interview conducted by Carlson. But the proposal reportedly ran into immediate resistance inside the room. Officials allegedly raised concerns over what Maxwell could ask for in return if she agreed to cooperate. That included fears she could seek concessions, including discussion around a possible pardon or reduced sentence. According to the report, Communications Director Stephen Chung reportedly warned that any move involving Maxwell could trigger a major public relations disaster. Instead, officials reportedly explored other alternatives. Those options allegedly included petitioning courts to unseal grand jury testimony, or arranging for Justice Department officials to conduct another interview with Maxwell and release transcripts publicly. At this stage, the reported discussion remains an account described in the upcoming book and has not been independently confirmed by the White House. But the alleged proposal has already added another layer of intrigue to the continuing fallout surrounding the Epstein files, and renewed questions over how far officials considered going to manage the controversy.